So this is my Porsche 911 Carrera S. I got it about a year and a half ago and absolutely love it. It was my dream car. Set a goal to buy it when I was 20 years old.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan and Jared from Motor Persona. We are out here in Brisbane today filming another episode of our Persona Diaries.
As you can see behind us, we have a beautiful 911 and of course the owner, Dan. Now he's a local real estate agent and also runs Urban X. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, so I'm Dan Argent. I'm the founder of Urban X, and I've worked in real estate for 15 years and decided to start a new business about a year ago where we help individual real estate agents work for themselves rather than working for an agency. So that's what I do now.
Dan, what financial background did you come from? Have you faced many challenges getting to the point where you can afford a 911?
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought something like this would ever be possible, to be honest. Like, I'm 36 now, and the journey to buy this started when I was about 20 years old, and that's when I first started in real estate. And I remember walking to the office one day, and I saw one of these on the side of the road, and I just remember thinking, that is the most beautiful car I've ever seen.
Bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them.
What is the experience of, now that you've, I guess, achieved those goals, like what is it like sharing your goals and the achievements you've had with your loved ones? Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's such an awesome question because my personal journey is that I was so focused on achieving my goals that I lost my loved ones in the process. And so one of my main messages now is like to have huge goals and to 15x your income and your entire life. But like, to be really honest with you, I've remapped what success is, because when I started this journey 16 years ago, for me, success was all about buying nice homes and cars and watches and things. And then, you know, I kind of got all of those and there was no one to share it with because I'd lost all of that along the journey. It had just been so hyper-focused on just getting to one destination that everything else had kind of been lost along the way. Yeah. And so I've actually redefined success now to be health, wealth, growth, contribution, and love.
Okay, so stepping away, I guess, from like, you know, the personal aspect of what this car is, let's jump into this car now.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what you plan to do with it, modifications. Are you planning on selling it anytime soon? Like, tell us a bit about what you've got planned for this car in the future.
Yeah, sure. Look, I was very specific about what I wanted in a car, and I looked for a long time to find this one. So in terms of making modifications, only one, which I'll talk to you about, but actually I was very specific in what it had to have. Yeah. So it had to be black. It had to have these wheels, which are the turbo wheels, which I just absolutely love. It had to have a sunroof. And that's like a bit of a sort of a Friday night thing for me, you know, or actually just at night, because it's often too hot during the day. You know, there's more convertibles sold in the world in the UK than anywhere else because it's actually just too hot to drive a convertible. I used to have a convertible and you'd never take the roof off because it's just too hot.
Oh,
you just cook.
Crazy.
Yeah. But it had to have a sunroof because it's nice at night. It had to have the Bose sound system because I love listening to good music. So that was kind of like the key criteria. It had to be a Carrera S. It's just like a nice middle ground between the Carrera, which is still a great car, and you know, jumping up to a GTS. So yeah, I basically bought it with every spec that I wanted, but I did make one change to it, which is the addition of my new plates, as you can see, Urban X. And so I just recently bought these plates and put them on the car. Not really a modification to the car, but
Yeah,
made it look a
it's-
bit better, I reckon.
The plates kind of gave it that final touch that was like, now this is my car.
That's it.
Like, this is my personality. This car represents me to an absolute T.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. That's all I needed to add. Just the plates, and now it's perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So no plans to sell it, no plans to do anything else with it, just drive it and enjoy it. I did put some special brake fluid in it because when you take it on the track, and I've only done one.
just burns.
It burns. Yeah, I've done one track day so far, but I'll take it on another one, and you need sort of special brake fluid, so I did upgrade that.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's awesome. With a lot of the viewers here, they're at their very start of their success journey, or they could be midway and lacking, they're in that little bit of a slump.
Yep.
What would you say is a quick win that anyone could implement into their lives and benefit from pretty much straight away, or feed that fire?
Yeah, you said people watching this might be at the start of their journey. I still think I'm at the start of my journey. It might seem in many ways like I'm not, but I feel like I am because my goals are so big. And so that would be my quick win, is that whatever you're thinking that you want to achieve out of life, think bigger. And I don't want to just throw that away as like a flippant statement, but when you're growing up, you probably had enormous aspirations to be something amazing, like go to the moon, or something big. And then somewhere along the line, you failed an exam at school, or you did something and someone said, oh, maybe you're not very good at maths, you should stick with English, or just something happened somewhere along the line, or a few things happened. Maybe I said a girl and she said no. I mean, there could just be so many things. And you became a bit smaller, and then you became a bit smaller, and then you became a bit smaller. And actually, if you look at the greatest people, they all think really big. So I think the quick win for me would be, whatever you're thinking, think bigger, expand your horizon. So after we leave here today, I'm going to go down to Ferrari, and I'm going to go and look at the new one that's just arrived.
The SF90.
Yeah, which is the fastest Ferrari they've ever made. What are they worth?
They're not as expensive as a LaFerrari.
Okay.
They're just under.
Okay. So I'm going to go and have a look at that. Now, am I in a position to buy one? No. Would I like to buy one day? Sure. Will it make me happy? No, but it'll just be cool to achieve that,
Yeah.
So, I went and sat in Porsche for years and years, looking at these, just imagining myself buying one day. When I set a goal in 2011 to buy my first Rolex, I would go into the store, and at the time spending, $15,000 on a watch just seemed obscene, but I would go into the store probably once a month and I'd go and try it on.
Yeah.
And I had a photo of me wearing it on my phone as my background. I just looked at it all the time. So, when you're thinking, think bigger. Try and really stretch yourself, and then put yourself in the environment where you can grow. Imagine like a small plant in a small pot, or a small plant in a big pot. It's going to get much bigger. So actually, if you set much bigger kind of goals and aspirations, you have to grow to be able to achieve that. And I think that's where true happiness comes from, is in what you become to achieve that.
I love that. So my takeaway from that is the goals you have set now, set them a lot bigger, and put yourself in the actual environment. So I love that you referenced you sat in these cars.
Yeah.
You put the Rolex on you.
Yeah.
Now you're at that stage. I think
New goals, much bigger, different stratosphere. Yeah, so the one thing that I do want to say is that, before I wrote my list of goals, which this car was on, I had all the desire and all the hunger in the world, but I didn't really know where to direct it. And the first guy that I worked for professionally in real estate, I really owe a lot to, because he said something to me which changed my life, which I'll share with you guys now. And that's, you can have anything you want in life if you're willing to set goals and work hard. And I was like, all right, well, I can definitely work hard. Like, I learned that from my mum. She worked 3 jobs. Like, I just grew up working hard, so that's fine. And then it was set big goals. And so he taught me about goals. And that's why I was like, all right, well, I'd like to buy a house because we've rented our whole life. And then, well, shit, if I can buy a house, I'd like to buy my mum a house, because that would be a real way I could give back. And then I'd like to buy an investment property every year. And if I can get to a point where I can pay them off and buy, this car. And I wrote it out. And honestly, like, I can look back on that list that I wrote in 2004. It's now 2020, and I've ticked all of them off. And so then I had to go and write like a whole new list, and it's like, much bigger again.
Yeah.
But that quote, "You can have anything you want in life if you're willing to set goals and work hard," is honestly like life-changing if you really listen to it and take it in and adopt it. So I'd just love to share that with everyone, and if you sort of take some of the things that I'm saying, set goals, make them big, 15x what you're already thinking, and then honestly work hard for 10 years, and don't look for shortcuts, don't look for get-rich-quick schemes, don't look for any of that shit. Just work hard, do it smart. Life's not all about money, as I said. Make sure you stay focused on your health. Yeah, build wealth along the way. Make sure you're constantly growing, and every day look for opportunities to grow. Find ways to give back. It really will fill you up so much. Going and helping people that are less fortunate than yourself will fill you up so much. So contribution's massive, and then just make sure you do it with people that you love. Spend time with your friends, spend time with your family. If you've got kids, spend time with them. Because if you end up at the end of the journey without all of that, it's pretty hollow.
Yeah. Well, it's been absolutely awesome having you here on the show, Persona Diaries. The lessons and every takeaway that Jared and I will take away from this is just absolutely like the amount of value that you've given to our audience and to ourselves is just like life-changing.
Awesome.
And it's going to definitely help us and everyone in our audience, hopefully achieve those goals and make those goals 15 times bigger than what they should be. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to go and change that. So it's been awesome having you here on the show as well.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
Thanks.
Thanks.